Normal. What is exactly normal? You hear it all the time. Why don't you just be normal? But what exactly is normal? If someone drinks water out of a sink, is that normal? If everyone else does it, is that normal? So here are some things I do that I think is normal. And of course, if it applies to you, then hey, maybe it is. But I pick some of the things that, well, you will see. Okay, the first one I think is pretty normal. I started to go to the gym 2 years ago, and from that point, I was doing 4 sets and 4 drop sets for each exercise. But whenever I talk to my friends, they're like, that's too much volume. I don't understand that. I've been doing it my whole time, and like I got used to it maybe. I usually do high volume, so like the max weight, and 4 sets and drop set. I have like 10 exercises that I do, so takes a while. I learned from my brother, so he did 4 sets, I do 4 sets. He did 4 sets and drop set, and he still finished faster than me. So to me, that's normal, but I mean, like I would guess that people don't do that much. But I think that's normal. You get like a good workout in. Anything less than 4 sets, maybe 3 sets, and I just don't feel it anymore. So that's normal to me. Next, biking when it's snowing. I do this sometimes when I need to get to places. I do have a driver's license, but sometimes I just like biking. It's kind of fun biking in the snow. You have to have more control over your bike or you'll slip. So you have to practice. It trains your mental and physical abilities, which is actually a workout in itself. So I mean, probably this isn't the most normal, but like some people must do this, right? I live in Canada where it's snowing throughout winter. But there must be some other countries that bike in the snow. If not, then I guess this isn't normal. But this is something I do that I regularly do, so it's normal for me. Next one is punching an inanimate object. This is probably just something like males do. Sometimes I just feel like punching something, and I just go over to my curtains and I do full power on the curtains. It's rock versus paper. It does no damage to it, so like it's fine. But sometimes, even if I'm not angry, yeah, I just go over there and I just start punching. I'm not a violent person, by the way. I just do that. I don't think about it. It's instinct. You just got to do it. It's calling your name to just punch it. You know, paper, rock works pretty well. That's probably pretty normal with males, right? I hope, because I don't want to be seen like a crazy lunatic punching an inanimate object. The next one is typing Google into the search bar. Okay, some people do this because they don't know they can type in the search bar. They want to use Google instead of the search bar, or they think they have to go to Google. But for me, my reasoning is completely rational. I type Google into the search bar because you can't see your history on the search bar. And I like to search on my thing and delete it afterwards, because if you know Google, if you save like one of your searches, well, this is my theory. If you save one of your searches on the search bar, it'll get recommended to you on like ads or like YouTube. So I just completely get rid of that. It might not help. I may need to clear the cookies on the website. It's not anything dirty. It's if I wanted to search up something about Japan, I don't want like Japan recommendations on my YouTube or ads, so I just delete it. If I use the search bar, it wouldn't really work because there is no search history. Maybe if you don't care about that type of stuff, you wouldn't. But I think that's perfectly normal if you just search Google in the search bar. The next thing I think that everyone else does is doing nothing. Sometimes you're just bored out of your mind. You have a lot of things to do, like you procrastinate doing your homework, research, maybe you have something backlogging in your games, but you just don't do anything. But for me, I just do nothing. I just literally do nothing. Maybe it's to like detox. Maybe this is like a defense mechanism where people just need a detox from all the things currently going on. Or some people actually have nothing to do. Even though they can read books, they can play games, they can research something, they can literally do anything. Maybe this is just a defense mechanism. So it's perfectly normal, right? Next one. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. This might not be for the general audience, but reading manga and not finishing it. If you're a manga reader, some stories are really bad. I'll just skim through them and not finish them. But some stories are actually like really good. But once I put them on backlog, I just don't feel like going back to read it. I want to read something new, so I always just start a new one. Sometimes I finish a new one if it's like really peak. If it's not like beginning after the end level, at least the first few seasons, the manga or manhwa might not be finished. It's not because I don't want to finish it most of the time, but it just doesn't get done. Oh, sometimes I also do that because I want to let it bake. If it's just 10 chapters, I want to let it bake so I can binge read it. But then sometimes I let it bake too long and there's too much chapters and I don't want to return back to it. That has to be normal, right? Like, I feel like if you're a manga reader, it has to have happened at least once. The last thing I found out that not a lot of people do is thinking in their head. Do you not talk to yourself in your head? I feel like that's thinking, right? How would you think otherwise if you're not going through it in your head? This one, I'm actually genuinely curious if this is actually normal. I can't think of a world where someone's not talking to themselves in their head. How would you solve like math problems? 9 plus 10? Is that why people use their fingers? So they can see it visually? I don't know. But those are some things I think are normal to do. Some of them more normal than others, but you can be the judge of that. If you liked the video, consider hitting subscribe and like, and see you in the next one.